You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, we need to talk about Tom Brady's roast yet again in this video. Rhodes made a video on it on the other sports channel. I made two today, one with Dana White, one talking about on Tom Brady as well. But everybody now seems to be talking about this Tom Brady roast. And I got to admit, guys, the jokes are funny. They were funny. Even if they're actually personal, they were still funny. Who would have thought that Bill Belichick could actually be funny? His jokes about Randy Moss, pretty funny. But of course, you know, Tom Brady was really the headliner here. And everybody was taking a shot at Tom Brady. Peyton Manning too. Eli Manning on X. I mean, it's all in good fun, guys. I love comedy, man. I love comedy. I believe, guys, because we have seen what happened with Dave Chappelle, the left wants to cancel comedy. Jerry Steinfeld actually came out last week and slammed the left for killing comedy. I mean, guys, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, they will be canceled right now if they were actually doing comedy, stand-up. Eddie Murphy's still around. Eddie Murphy, one of the all-time greatest comedians. He would get canceled, man, if he was in his prime. He really would. So we got to react to The View, man. The cackling hens on The View are triggered. They are triggered and angry at Tom Brady. Why? Because there were jokes about Gisele. So I guess, you know, all of the dumping on Tom Brady, the dumping on Gronk. I mean, everybody was getting roasted, mainly Tom Brady. Aaron Hernandez got blasted too in that. But they are triggered by Gisele. Why? I guess simply because she's a woman. You can't make jokes about women, right? And boy, Sunny Holston in this clip we're going to watch actually says she loves comedy. I don't believe it. I do not believe it, man. You cannot take these people serious on The View, man. I don't know how The View is still on the air. I really don't know, man. This is a far left woke TV show, which allegedly has one conservative, but she's really not. I mean, she's just a Democrat sympathizer, in my opinion, Alyssa Farrah Griffin. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this clip, guys, of The View. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member, live stream every single Friday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We appreciate the support. Here we go, guys. Over here on X, The View. They actually have an X account here. You guys can follow me on X at RealJohnMatrix, by the way. They're getting kind of ratioed on this, man. They don't have much engagement. They have 19 likes on this and 18 comments. This is their reaction, and Ana Navarro is the one that's really triggered by all of the jokes about Tom Brady and Gisele. Mainly Gisele, I should say, not Tom Brady, okay? But let's go ahead and roll this clip right here, guys. Let's play it.
So, apparently the stars came out last night to roast legendary 7-time Super Bowl champ Tom Brady on Netflix. Take a look.
A man who has so many rings he could melt them down and forge a sword to go on a quest to get Gisele back from that jiu-jitsu teacher.
Karate class today, and she's still a white belt. She's still a white belt.
5-time Super Bowl MVP, most career wins, most career touchdowns. You have 7 rings. Well, 8 now that Gisele gave hers back, but...
It's hard for me to watch people roast you, but I think enough of my family members have helped defend former football players.
He was a good sport.
Well,
Could you find a way to laugh at personal matters like that?
well, if I were getting paid what he was probably getting paid, he was an
Here we go.
executive producer. I'd laugh at all sorts of things, but I think the person who wasn't getting paid and ended up being part of this roast was Gisele.
Yeah.
And I think that's a really kind of bad, lame thing to do to your ex-wife and mother of your children. And I felt particularly bad because Gisele lives in Miami, right? She lives in Surfside in South Florida. And just the other day, she got stopped because of a traffic issue because she was running away from paparazzi and she broke down. I think we have the video.
Nothing protects me. I can't do nothing. I just want to live my life.
I can't prevent them from doing their job, which is to take pictures.
She wants to live her life.
Yeah.
She's got a new cookbook. She's out there right now trying to raise funds for Rio Grande do Sul in Brazil, which is where over 75 people have died recently from floods. Leave Giselle the hell alone. Go make your money elsewhere.
You see, man, this is why comedy dead, man. This is why comedy is pretty much dead. When you have woke leftists like this, can't take a joke. They bring up Giselle getting stopped by the police. She's crying. What does that actually have to do with roast? When there's a roast, man, that means you get roasted. It's just like that, man. Everybody is fair game in a roast, but apparently not, according to them, because I guess, you know, she's a woman. So therefore, off limits. Anyway.
Really, I thought that was really tacky.
I have like a pretty high bar for like, I like a roast. This bordered on mean. My mom texted and was like, are you watching this? And I wasn't, and I tuned in. And I think we have a clip. The crowd booed Kim Kardashian. Let's see.
What did she say?
This was before she said anything, just when she went up. So I was like, is it a crowd? Yeah, is it a crowd of Swifties? Like, what's going on? But it felt a little verging on mean-spirited.
Roasts are so extreme. If you're inviting me to a roast, there better be meat involved because I don't do this thing. I would be fetal in the corner for someone else, not even myself.
Me too.
It's so uncomfortable. I want to laugh when everyone in the room is kind of throwing their head back and laughing when it's at someone's expense. And Giselle came to mind a lot for me because I thought they're going through all this. She was just here at her show, and to hear those jokes about you, like she's going to hear them. You can't dodge it.
In Spanish and in Portuguese, she's Portuguese, she's Brazilian, there's not even a word for roast.
No.
The only thing we roast are pigs and racks of lamb.
I knew I liked you.
I know. I gotta agree. You know, I love comedy and I like to laugh,
No, you
but
don't.
not at people's expense. I don't know. For me, that makes me uncomfortable. You know, teasing is fine. You know, you play the dozens with your friends and stuff like that. But it felt mean. It felt mean, and I think if you agree to executive produce your own roast and you're making money from it and you agree to it, that's one thing. But it is another thing to roast people in the audience.
I know they're divorced now, but he should give Giselle the half.
Yeah.
Well, and we should say, I don't know that Tom Brady would have known there were Giselle jokes because I think it was made at his expense. But I see the point that it's like she was the butt of a lot of the jokes and not the one.
Even people in the
Robert
audience.
Kraft was the owner of the Patriots, was a butt of some of the jokes, and he got up at some point, Tom Brady, to tell the roast master to knock it off when it came to Robert Kraft. So he wanted to be knocked off when it comes to Robert Kraft, but not to Giselle?
Yeah.
No me gusta. I didn't like it.
Well, he was probably okay with the shots at Giselle because Tom Brady believes that that relationship with the jiu-jitsu instructor, started long before they got divorced. Probably so, but he loves Robert Kraft, man. But anyway, The View, man, that's so sensitive, man. So sensitive. They are triggered by jokes at Giselle. That was a whole bunch of shots being taken at Tom Brady, man. They didn't care about that. But since Giselle is a woman and she was crying when she got pulled over by the police, she's off limits? No, this is comedy, man. This is comedy. Man, the left is really trying to destroy comedy, man. This is just insane. If the women on The View are so triggered by this, how about this? Don't watch. Don't watch, man. People that are triggered by comedy, don't watch it, man. Because you don't have a sense of humor at all. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we will catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.